Good evening. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is VERITAS from Bengal Volunteers. And today we are going to discuss a very significant topic. It must be stated that VERITAS is a Latin word and in English it means truth. And for that reason, we are here to know the truth, to unravel the points, unravel the situation, what is going on around us at this moment. Our today's topic is Bengal's economic health. There's no doubt to the fact that once the state known as the dawn of Indian economic rejuvenation, the astral national capital of India, the financial capital of India till 1960s has been in doldrums for the last few decades as a stretch. There have been several reasons as regards this degeneration. But it must also be stated at the same time that Bengal's economic potential is huge till now. And according to economic pundits, it does attract the investors. But unfortunately, there's no investment in the state. To have a live discussions on this and to analyze the entire event painstakingly, we have invited a special guest on the show with us. We have with us the management guru, Dr. Rajkumar Dasgupta. Dr. Dasgupta, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Good evening, all.
Thanks for coming here. Hope you're fine, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's begin the discussion today. It's already 16 past 7. We are very sorry to the audience. There have been some technical glitches. And for that reason, we are suffering at the rest of the state. So, Dr. Dasgupta, to begin with, I would like to know from you, or we would like to know from you, what's the current situation of West Bengal in respect to economics?
Yes, good evening to all. The current situation is actually really gloomy. The situation, the decline started from mid-60s after the demise of Dr. Bidan Chandra Rai and after the political pandemonium, after the left-front government and this Congress government. And currently the government is also not doing much for boosting industries in Bengal. The actual problem started, I guess, from the exit of Tata Motors from Singur. The bad vibes which was created at that time is still continuing. People are hesitant to come to Bengal in spite of his proximity to sea and cheap labor and good roads. People are really reluctant to come over here to set their business, and the political turmoil and the kind of tolabaji, what is called in Bengali, right? Money extortion, and then this syndicate era. The situation is not at all good. We can only hope that it will be good after some time, but we are hoping for from 77 to 2022, nothing concrete has ever come out.
So, Dr. Dasgupta,
yeah,
for the last decade, we have seen
yes,
the entire state is in economic doldrums.
Right.
The confidence of the people are at low, and the job market is extremely saturated. And unfortunately, there has hardly been any private investment in the last decade even.
Right.
So, what can be the prime reasons for this degeneration in the last decade? Since I must say, beyond any, we are not for any party, but we are brushing aside all those party lines. But in the last, between 2005 and 2010, there had been a good progress in Bengal's IT industry.
Right, under Buddhadev Bhattacharya.
Yeah, certainly. But the same IT industry at this moment is also lagging. If compared to the rest of the
other
states like
other
India,
industries.
Yes, no, if we compare the other states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Maharashtra.
Maharashtra and
Between
Gujarat.
2005 2000, between 2005 2010, it was supposed that Bengal would compete them, even outsmart them in the level of in the respective IT industries. But that dream and that hope has also come to a decline. So, do you think that the role of the government, the state government, has been mostly uh, depressive in all these in
Reluctant.
all these situations?
The
Why is the
problem
government
is
reluctant?
out. So I don't. I mean, I have an explanation for this. Why the government is reluctant to have a lot of industries here, like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Karnataka. I think this is a very politically sensitive state. The government wants their cadres to work in the streets. They have appointed a lot of their cadres in civic police and other stuff. The thing is this, you can understand from these recent High Court judgments that without writing a line, people are getting jobs. So that the bad vibe has been created. Who will work taking their flag? They do not want a educated class to flourish. I guess this is my personal view. And as a faculty of management, I can tell you the confidence level of the industries are lacking in Bengal after 2011, which was very high in Buddhadev's Bhattacharya's era in 2005 to 10. You have just rightly pointed out. Very unfortunately for our sons and daughters, that they are again migrating to Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad. The lack of confidence is the main reason, according to of the industrialists, is the main reason, and this extortion, money extortion from industrialists, and the extremely negative vibe is prevailing in Bengal. That might be the reason. And this the summits which have been held by West Bengal government, people come here, eat fish fry and biryani, and then go out. Just made a promise. The only mo is signed. Nothing real, no real investment is coming. There are two types of investment. It is foreign institutional investment, that is FII. Another is foreign direct investment. Nothing is coming substantially. The condition is gloomy, and the population level is very high. We have a 10 crore plus population. Our Calcutta port is getting dried. The Huldia port is not working properly. In spite of strategic advantage of Kolkata and Eastern Zone, that it is near to Singapore and all the Southeastern Asian countries like Thailand and Vietnam, we cannot take the strategic advantage of our state, which we have done earlier excellently till 1963-64, when India was second most industrialist state, and the production-wise, it is second in India. It's very sad state of affairs.
So, do you think that the political atrocities, I must use the word atrocities, and the government reluctance has been the most viable points to negate this industrial rejuvenation in the state?
Actually,
Unfortunately, we don't find. Just a minute, Dr. Dasgupta, just a
yeah,
minute.
sure.
Till now, even in the political spectrum, we have not been able to find out an alternative plan. The main opposition party in the state has not been seen till now to render any alternative economic plan for the state's rejuvenation. It seems that they are just waiting for the government to come down on its own, and they will take over the throne. But that can be a political struggle. If a state is governed by the political affairs, in that situation, the state government and the opposition have equal responsibilities. There have been quite a good number of members of the parliament from the opposition party till now, and certainly from the principal party. But there have not been any single coordination between these two principal political parties to work out for any economic rejuvenation. Do you think that the opposition party in Bengal is also likewise reluctant to do something good for Bengal?
This is a very crucial question you have asked. I'm thankful to you that you have asked me the question. This is amazing. The opposition political parties, Bengal is ruling India, and they have a very clear vision of industry. But surprisingly, the opposition party in Bengal lacks vision and mission. They are not ready to roll out their own plan and coordinate with the government. They are only doing the street politics and a very kind of, if you allow me to say, cheap kind of politics, only confronting the government, not successfully again. Means the dream they have, they will capture Bengal one day in our assembly election, then they will do everything. Means that is a distant dream and very unlikely to happen if they continue with this kind of strategy. They do not have any roadmap or white paper of industrialization in Bengal. They do not give any kind of suggestion apart from criticizing the government. Amazingly, this opposition party of Bengal, West Bengal, which is ruling India successfully as far the industrialization is concerned. I don't know they have a blind vision or not, what they exactly want to do. And I have a personal view, they lack leadership also. Leadership is the main thing. That like in UP we have Jogiji. In other states we have our leaders who are doing a good roadmap for all the stuff. Karnataka we are having our means the ruling party in center. They are doing excellently. Waiting for the party to come in power and doing something then is a totally irrelevant, and it will not going to happen like this. They have to create a positive vibe among the citizens of Bengal that they are ready to cooperate with the government with the political industrial roadmap, which is not happening. It is very sad state of affairs. I'm
I can
really
hear something.
yeah.
I think there's something wrong from Dr. Rajkumar Dasgupta's part.
Can you hear me? Hello, am I audible?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you,
You're
sir.
frozen.
I'm frozen,
I can't
but I
hear
can
you.
see you and hear
me?
you. I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it says yes. I can hear you.
Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you.
You seem to be.
Hello.
Can you hear me? I think you have. Please unmute yourself. Unmute. You are mute. Unmute.
Yeah, I have unmuted it.
Oh, thank you. We have
Yeah,
contact.
there may be some technical glitch again. Shall I repeat it? Shall I
No,
repeat
yes,
it?
please. Just a minute. Let me
Yeah.
confess to the audience that we are trying our best to maintain the professional standards, but unfortunately, due to the technical glitches, we are quite suffering. Have patience with us. We are on a very, very serious discussion and a very sensational topic, controversial topic. We have with us Dr. Dasgupta, who is a management guru. He is perhaps the best person to lead us to show the way what we are talking of, where we can go. So please, Dr. Dasgupta, please repeat.
Yeah, I'm repeating again. Actually, the opposition party in Bengal is not doing what they should do. Amazingly, they are ruling India from the center. They have good leaders also, but in West Bengal, they lack leadership. They do not have any concrete roadmap for industrialization. They are not ready to cooperate with the government also, I guess so. And amazingly, they are only doing a kind of cheap street politics, and they are waiting for their term in 2026 when they will win. Perhaps they are thinking about the fact that they might win and they will do the industrialization in Bengal. That is kind of the dream situation they are living in, and they lack leadership. They lack leadership in Bengal only, and they do not have any roadmap. They have no concrete vision of industrialization, so they cannot claim that they are a part of this Bengal. Apart from opposing the ruling party, they are not doing anything constructive. I guess so. Maybe it is little controversial for all of But apart from falling in tow of the central leadership, they are not doing anything. They have made a mess in last year's election. They could not do anything, and they're in shambles. Actually, people have less confidence in them. That is also my guess.
Okay, fine. But sir, at the same time, I would like to ask some from you that the principal opposition party in Bengal have perhaps 18 MPs at this time. But
Right,
we have not seen any. We have not seen any central project to come to Bengal. On the
right.
other hand, the lefts are found to only accusation only. The lefts are disgruntled. The lefts are hopeless lot at this moment, and are bent in accusing the governmental party. But if we brush aside all this, I would like to know from you, as an investment potential ground, how far is Bengal attractive to the industrial scenario as a potential investment ground?
Shall I say something about the strategic management point? Before
Certainly,
investing,
yes.
yeah, before investing, all the companies think about the SWOT analysis of the state: strength, weakness, opportunity, threat analysis. The SWOT analysis of Bengal is not that bad. We have strength in labor force, roads, proximity to ports. Uh, we have weakness, of course, that can be a little less, and opportunities are huge because under the new industrial policy of the central government, there are a lot of opportunities, and threats are, of course, there in all the business. But the next point of before investing, the all the big industrial house which they do, that is environmental scanning, that is called uh, pest analysis, political, economic, social, technological analysis. Political analysis is in shambles. I'm again repeating my personal view that the good vibe is there. Say if I give you 100 crores and tell you to invest somewhere, maybe West Bengal will not be in your first list. Your list will be perhaps headed by Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. So that is very unfortunate. I know I had a student. I had a student who is doing good business in Raipur. He is from Calcutta. His home is in Calcutta. They have a 40-50 crores business throughout India, but their factory is in Raipur. This is a very sad state of affairs. They have a family here. They have everything in Kolkata, but they are not ready to invest in Kolkata because of this lack of confidence. After the exit, I'm again repeating, after the exit of Ratan Tata from Singur, the bad vibe is still continuing. Our current chief minister has, of course, again reiterated that they will invite Tata again. I am telling you, the good positivity should come from the ruling party,
There's an
and
I
it
think
should.
there is a problem once more.
I can hear you. I can hear you,
There is a problem.
sir. I can hear you. I
Dr.
can hear
Dasgupta,
you.
unfortunately, I have to say that I think the connection is breaking once more. I beg your pardon to the audience that the technical glitches are quite dominant
Shall I?
at this hour
We can.
in the
We can
conversation.
reconnect. Can we reconnect again?
I'm just waiting for him to go on. I have my own questions to ask him.
Can you hear me now?
Let's wait for his arrival.
I can see you.
Dr. Dasgupta,
Yes.
hello.
Yeah.
There are technical glitches. I am very sorry to
Yes.
you and all everybody. There are technical
Right.
glitches,
Right.
and
Right.
we cannot avoid these technical glitches. We have the technical glitches are quite dominant at this hour in the conversation, sadly.
Yeah.
No, but Dr. Dasgupta, I would like to ask you one single question. There has been a considerable demand in the Indian state of Bengal that the huge number of closed factories that can be found across West Bengal from this part of South Bengal to that part of North Bengal, they are lying idle, they are in shambles, and those special mansions, the huge The erstwhile jute industries, if we go to the Howrah sector, and if the several private industries that are closed now, or those buildings are lying vacant, do you think when the government says that we cannot bring the projects since there is lack of land, these justifications are quite baseless? There is a land. There are huge numbers of old factories. Those areas can be leveled and can be supplanted by the new projects. Do you think that these justifications of the government that there is lack of land bank in Bengal is completely baseless?
Actually, these are completely baseless. Let me tell you a story where I stay near Barrackpur. We have a lot of closed factories here, like Bengal Nala Mill, Tanmal Cotton Mill, Annapurna Cotton Mill, and some jute mills also. You know, this is a jute belt from Kamarhati to Kalyani. There are a lot of closed jute mills which can be again used for rapid industrialization. See, again, I'm telling you that the intention, this is called strategic intent. The intention of the government is lacking. Plus, they are not supported by the opposition party. They have no vision also. So the government must come up with a white paper, what exactly they want to do. So that is very important. There are a lot of lands. They are saying childishly that there are no lands. If somebody comes to my home, I will show them how many thousands of acres of uh, uh, closed factory are lying vacant in this whole Jagdal belt. Perhaps you know this Jagdal belt was once upon a time thrived in jute belt. And in our place also there is a mill called Danwar Cotton Mill, which is closed now. The whole factory has been raised in the ground. The whole at least 100 crores of acres of land are lying vacant. So we have no land is a totally gimmick to the politics. See, if you play to the gallery also for cheap politics, how can investors come in your state? You are playing to the gallery, doing cheap politics, giving 500, 750 rupees as an alm to the common people, and they are happy with this. They are becoming lazy. They may not
Sir, we are
want to
having a
work
problem once
for
more
this.
again. Please be patient with us. Be patient. Be patient. Please be patient with us.
Yeah.
We are in the midst of a very serious topic, and I hope the technical glitches are not killing your patience.
No, no.
Yeah, Dr. Dasgupta, once more, please
Yeah.
be
Go ahead.
patient with us. Be patient.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely okay.
You were referring to the Jagodol.
Yeah, Jagadal, this area of Jagdal is full of closed jute mills. The area where I stay, in Shamnagar, is a big 50, 60 crores of land is lying vacant. So this playing to the gallery policy of the government and giving 500, 750 rupees to the commoners, and it's a very cheap and very derogatory policy of appeasing people. See, one thing is this: it's a cheap politics. Like if you give 500 rupees to 1 lakh people, so you will get 1 lakh votes. But if you set up industry, the industry will attract 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 people. The votes will be much less than that of giving away the arms. So that is the cheap politics the government is playing, I guess. So this
No,
thing,
sir.
if this continues, bad days are ahead.
No, sir. If so, suppose so we are in a state where the cheap politics runs the show, where there is no industrialization, but there is no harm, or there is no prevention for the same political party to be in the governance uh, in a row. The same government, the same Trinamool Congress organized political party that was in 2011 is still ruling the state. There
Right.
is no pressure from the opposition. So what's wrong
So
with the populace? Are this just a minute? Are they satisfied with this situation of begging? There's the situation is of this situation of this with no money. The state is have the state exchequer is in a very sorry condition. And do you think the people are happy with this condition in the state?
no way they are happy. I'm telling you, even the families of this ruling party cadres are very angry with the government. But what they can do, they have given them the vote and they have given them the mandate for next 4 years. They have won the election in a huge margin, controversially or rightfully, I don't know, with more than 200 seats. So we have nothing to do. Means we have to bear the pain for a long time, I guess. They are not giving the DA also. Perhaps you know, the government is not giving the DNS allowance. This Lakshmi Bhandar is engulfing the major part of our exchequer, and it is a very cheap policy playing to the gallery. If you tell this to the people who are getting it, they will get angry with you. So that is the kind of catch-22 situation it is prevailing in Bengal. Some good leadership is needed in our opposition party who will work for with the government, and they will set their agenda right. People have almost zero faith in opposition nowadays because most of the opposition leaders, so-called leaders, they have left the party and joined the ruling party again. So, and the opposition is run by the ex ruling party. You can see there is no great leadership here, like Jogi ji or other leaders across India. So that's the lack of leadership, lack of strategic intent, lack of good vibe, and lack of policy set by the government for future industries. And they're lacking education policy also. If you think the education system in Bengal, it is almost collapsing. Apart from a few good colleges and universities, there are no class regularly being held. People come here, professors coming here, teachers coming here, having some tea and coffee, one or two classes per day, and going home. So this is the
So don't
culture. It's all over. Yeah.
don't you think this disease, this malady has been inherited by the present government from the erstwhile left superstars?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Actually, this government is playing to the gallery in the tone of the last government. I'm not talking about Buddhadev Bhattacharya's government. I am talking about the DNA of the last government, which runs in dole. Any country, any state cannot survive on doles. They have to have some strict policy. Every policy cannot be populist. If every policy is populist, there is no financial discipline. So the state is going to the docks for sure. See, we all have, me, Animitra sir, and everybody is having their relatives in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, in Delhi, in Mumbai. Why? Their age group is 25 to 30. Why? A big chunk of our bright and brilliant students are there outside Bengal, and some are in outside India also. Why the situation is there? This is a very dangerous situation. I am telling you, Anumitra sir. If something drastic is not being done by the government with the help of opposition party, forgetting their political rivalry, the bad days are looming large on West Bengal economically. I am telling you, it's a very
What type
bad
of
situation. Praveen.
what type of bad days are you talking of? What type of bad days?
Bad,
Economic
bad days means
emergency.
no, total anarchy in the society. Number one, economic emergency means people are habituated to have the dole. 2 rupees rice, 500, 600 rupees dole, cheap country liquor. They're happy doing some odd jobs, and they're happy with 2 square meals. They do not have any ambition to do great in life. So that is also another thing which is killing the spirit of our students and youth. And good students are leaving the state. As a faculty of a management institute in Calcutta, I'm telling you, most of the students are looking for a job outside Bengal because growth opportunity is much. Growth opportunity is the only thing. They say if you start a job with 30,000 in Bengal, after 2 years you will get 35,000. In Mumbai, after 2 years you will get 60,000, maybe 50 to 60,000. The opportunity is huge in those kind of states. So opportunities are less here. People are happy with the less salary here because they have to run the show of their family. The total environment, I am telling you, as a faculty of management and discussing every day with our students and their parents. The total scenario is gloomy. Every day I hear from the faculties and parents of the students, এই রাজ্যের কিছু হবে না, the nothing, no future is for this Bengal. But I know without political biasness, we have a strategic advantage. Sea, port, proximity to Singapore and other countries. There is no state in India which are having this kind of strength. But we are not capitalizing on this state. Our news channel, if you see the news channel, the news of the Shobhan Boishakhi is more prevalent than the news of industrialization. People are more busy in Shobhan Boishakhi and another thing, this caricature of some ministers. They are more
So,
busy in this.
can you please classify the strategic advantage, please? Can you please classify the strategic advantage?
Yeah, it's a huge strategic advantage. I'm telling you, port. There are two river ports in Bengal. One is Haldia and one is Calcutta. Nowhere in the Bengal, in India, the two river ports are there. We can set a big port in our seashore. And the strategic advantage means proximity to Singapore and other China. Proximity to Singapore and China by air. It's a really huge advantage. Proximity to Indonesia by sea. Proximity to Thailand, Vietnam by sea from Calcutta port. If you whatever you
So
produce,
what advantage can be gained from this proximity?
advantage means if you set up more industry, you can sell it to those countries, which are impossible from Chennai or other ports.
So in this context, I would like to know, we have already talked of the the state government.
Right.
Do you think there is an apathy from the central government to deal with this Bengal issue in a special manner? Take for example,
There,
just a minute.
yeah, sure.
Just following the petition, Bengal happened to be the largest state in India producing the GDP. It was equating with the entire Bombay province at the time. In the 1950s, Bengal happened to be the beginning or the initiating point of private concerns, private enterprises across India. Till 1963, the same Calcutta, in respect of going concern, was quite ahead of Bombay at the time. But there have been several debacles, there have been several political issues, the national movements, the left front movements, political apathy, and everything. But I would like to know from you straight, sir, do you think there has been a considerable lack of concentration from the central government at the same time to develop Calcutta, to develop Bengals, or not only Calcutta, but different port industrial centers of Bengal like Durgapur, Asansol, North Bengal, Jalpaiguri, and various other ports? Do you think there is some role of the central government even?
The earlier central government led by Congress was really apathetic to Bengal cause, but the Vajpayee government helped a lot. The Buddhadev government, they have helped Buddhadev government a lot, and the current government, I don't know. It is I can give a benefit of doubt only. They are not very proactive. The central government not very proactive to help, and even if they are helping in Kanyasri and other schemes, the state government is running the show in their name. That may be a reason for lack of empathy from the central government towards Bengal. But means I want to give a benefit of doubt to this current central government. Perhaps their intention of helping Bengal is little jeopardized by the lack of initiative taken by the current government, and last but not the least, by the opposition party which is ruling the show in Delhi. They are not, in every state you will find the ruling party and the opposition are working in tandem to help the state. Here in Bengal, amazingly, they are opposite to each other. Even if they want to stop the investment from the central government just because the opposition party is ruling here. So I don't know this kind of DNA which is there in Bengal for last 50, 60 years. I will not do good for myself. I will not do good for my state also. This attitude is very dangerous. See, so the DNA of this nonsense cannot be changed overnight. There's a strict regime.
Well,
Yeah.
just a minute. Take for example, if I'm not wrong, only 1.5 years back, Sri Purnendu Chatterjee withdrew his entire 30,000 crore project from Bengal and invested in the neighboring Orissa.
Yes.
Such a news is quite enough to run riots even in the streets.
Right.
It is quite enough to jeopardize the entire political scenario of any state. But
Right.
unfortunately, there was not a single protest from the parties in opposition. I'm not the president, but any party in opposition did remain silent, and the state government did also retain a word silence on the entire issue. So, if an industrialist pulls back his 30,000 worth project to a neighboring state, do you think there is any political culture in the state? Do you think so?
There is no means positive political culture. There is a dirty political culture, if I may say so, in prevailing in the state. Means just backbiting, backstabbing, giving means hurling abusive words to each other. Apart from that, there is hardly any culture of industrialization happening. See, when the nano factory is transferred from Bengal to Sanand, Gujarat, the opposition parties of Gujarat has welcomed it. Just amazingly, here, if this happens, the opposition party would have said, no, 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 no need for this kind of factory. See, the kind of, sitting, the kind of the story of Kalidas, who is sitting on the branch of a tree and cutting that very tree also, that is prevailing in Bengal politics. They are ready to cut their nose to make the jeopardize the others' journey. Like in Bengali, we say, "Nijer naak kete pore jatra bhango." It's a classic example here. So Purnendu Chatterjee has shifted his business of 30,000 crore from Bengal to Odisha, and no ripple in the state politics because we are busy in IPL, we are busy in Shovan Boishaki, we are busy in other cheap stuff. There is no consciousness. Wherever I go, I hear the story of IPL and now World Cup. I have never heard from anybody that let us invest in mutual fund and let us do something good. All the discussions are circling around picnic, having a drink, IPL, World Cup, who is having affairs with whom. So this is a kind of culture. I am 50 plus, and I am appalled to see the kind of culture which is prevailing here. Really sad service. I mean, you may say I am plunged into negativity, but there really I cannot find any positive vibes among even in MBA students. They do not discuss the mutual fund or shares. They discuss about cricket and football. I don't know the reason behind. And that is the kind of
Strange.
yeah.
Both of us are in a stage in an age group where we can certainly say that we still remember the Nondigram pandemonium in 2007. It was a
Right,
pandemonium, okay?
right,
We do not know
yeah,
what did happen at the time. We don't know what has been the real benefit. But the greatest point is that with the withdrawal of the Tata Group, the entire investment confidence in the state declined. And
right,
to an ultimate level, I think. No,
right.
my question is that, Dr. Dasgupta, in this fast changing political scenario, the global political scenario, where in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, the Indo-China and the Southeast Asia is also getting disturbed. If the political arena in this uh, part of globe changes all of a sudden, do you think Bengal will get an adequate concentration from the central government to save its own skin?
See, there is again this the turmoil in Ukraine and the turmoil in China and
Well,
the
this is a
aggressive
mere
policy.
speculation, I think. But I'm just
Yes,
asking you.
that can be taken advantage also as a strategic point of view because they are busy in war and conflict with each other. So Bengal can take advantage of this situation by producing more goods and services which can be transferred to the Southeast East Asian countries and a part of Eastern Europe. So we should take advantage of this situation instead of criticizing the war and the China policies as a see strategy is all about gaining advantage of your country and state. So let us we can take advantage of that. Instead of criticizing what is happening around this Russia-Ukraine war, say India is buying crude oil a little cheaper rate from Russia now. So we should take advantage of that. I know in humanitarian point these are bad things, but let us forget humanitarian thing for now because our state and country is in a shambles, particularly our state. So if some small industries also can grow here fast, not slowly but fast, then we can take the again strategic advantage of our ports, of our sea routes, and other stuff. So our labors are also cheap than that of rest of India. The raw materials also is not that far. See, Bihar we can found iron ore. We have some mines also in Bihar and Odisha. So we can always take advantage instead of political gambling and all this mudslugging. We can always take some advantage here, so which we are
But
not doing, sir.
but
Yeah,
to do so, there is a need of a strong political will.
absolutely. There is a will, there is a way. Where is the will? People are busy with keeping their state seats intact. Somebody is thinking that our Gaddi will go. Somebody is thinking that if I talk constructively with our ruling party, I'm talking about the opposition party of Bengal. If they think about the cheap politics, how the state will grow. It is not that just only fighting in the streets and mudslugging will not give any advantage. Giving excuses cannot lead to success anywhere in the world. If somebody gives excuses that we cannot do anything, we did not do anything, so the excuses will not lead them to any better point ever. It has not happened anywhere in this world. They should work hard. See one thing I'm telling you. Uh, if somebody is excellent in intellect, but hard work is the more thing. Is talent without hard work is nothing. We have talent, but we do not have hard work. So the result is. But the same Bengali working hard in Bangalore, the same Bengali working hard in Delhi, Mumbai, the Bengali which are going to Canada and America, they are working hard. So they're doing good. That's why, because they do not gossip in the streets, sipping thousands cups of teas in every month or hundreds of cups every week. So that will is lacking.
The
I'm telling you, yeah, yeah,
the environment is completely different. Okay.
yes,
But
yes.
now, if I do ask you a very critical question, if a gross comparison between the 34-year-old left front ministry and its 11-year-old Trinamool ministry is being drawn in respect of economic considerations, who can fare better? If I'm just asking you to make an analogy between this 34-year-old left front minister's economic position and this 11-year-old Trinamool government's economic position.
See, in this question, I'm really happy that you have asked me this question. So, without any biasness, I'm telling you, which I have read after you gave me that topic, which I have read from various journals and internet, that left front has inherited a bad economy from the earlier Congress government, but they could not do much. But under the leadership of Buddhadev Bhattacharya, they wanted to turn around, but again, the lack of strong leadership from his part, they could not revive the Singur plant. Where if the Singur plant were there, a lot of upstream and downstream industries could have flourished. But left front regime can be divided into two parts. One is Jyoti Basu's regime, and another is Buddhadev Bhattacharya's regime. So I'm telling you, Buddhadev Bhattacharya's regime was far better than Jyoti Basu's regime in case of industrialization and positive thinking. But very sad to say, after 2011, we have never seen any positive initiative from the ruling party, we can give a real boost. They may have the intention right now in 2022, but the time has lost. You cannot touch the same water twice in a river. The time has lost because of Tata's exit and the negative vibe. Even if they want to do something great now, without the help of opposition and central government, I do not know how much can be done in Bengal. It can be turned into a banana republic very soon, or if we have a positive vibe among our student and engineering staff and management staff, who are ready to dedicate their life for West Bengal growth, then something can happen. But that is too good to be true for me. The state is maybe going to be a banana state. It's the most underdeveloped state in India. But one ray of hope that still today, 2022, West Bengal is sixth largest economy in India as state-wise.
So how can
Apart,
just a minute, so how can this happen? How can this take place? How can this happen?
lot of opportunity should be created with the help of opposition
No,
parties
no,
in Bengal.
no,
Maybe,
no, no,
yeah,
just no, no, no. So just
yeah, yeah,
you have just said that in spite of all this, Bengal is still the sixth largest economy
six.
in the country. Yeah.
Yes.
So how can this happen? How can it be? There are lots of frustrations. There are declarations, with unbound declarations. But how can it still retain its position as the sixth largest economy?
See, they can retain its position by reviving the industrial culture. First, revive the industrial culture, not going to the cheap politics. Then,
No, so,
slowly but steadily.
just a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am asking you. At this moment, Bengal is the sixth largest economy in the country.
Right.
How? How, in spite of so many frustrations, land, industrial go downs and downfalls and everything, how can it go on as a sixth largest economy?
We are a number one producer of rice in India. Our tea production in North Bengal is the best in the country, and there are other jute production is also good, but the condition of labors are not good. Our trading in Bada Bazar area is really good. As trading wise, we are good, but not in a production unit. Like Infosys is reluctant to come in Bengal. There are a lot of other companies. See this in Shalboni, the Jindal Steel is almost closed. So that manufacturing unit in Bengal has, I think, has a less future than that of service industry. I can do some tourism destination, and we can put money in small tourism spots so that lot of job generation can be done. Our hotel industry can flourish in different industries, small to bigger hotel. There are a lot of scope for export industry because fruits and vegetables are made in a very cheaper rate in Bengal that we can export it in the neighboring countries. So there are hopes, but the hopes has to be capitalized. Sitting in a drawing room discussing over a cup of tea and coffee is not the thing. The hopes shall be trickled down from the top management, top government level to the lowest level. Means, say my son is not ready to stay in Bengal. Imagine why? Because the lack of opportunity. He has invested 10 lakhs rupees for his MBA course, so he'll not get a job more than 30,000. So he is getting a job in Mumbai for 50,000. So this positive vibe has to be returned first. Then everything will follow suit. This is my view actually.
But who can take this responsibility? The government
The
or the people
leadership,
on the whole?
both should work in tandem. Lot of seminars can be arranged with the students by the government and see experts like industry, that yes, there are scopes in Bengal, please do not go away, please stay here, we will give you a positive this thing. And the political culture has to be little reduced. The negative political culture in Bengal, in everything we have a politics here. If you make a hospital, there will be politics. So that is a problem. This a political nastiness is there prevailing here from this United Front government led by Ajay Mukherjee. So that has to be controlled. And this kind of communist DNA, that this what will happen to the poor? Poor will be only benefited when they are given money and opportunity, not by theaters and poetries. So that culture has to go. See, lot of things, Mr. Onimitro, have to be turned around. Not very easy, but it is not very hard also. Say Japan after 45 was ruined. Now they are the second largest economy in the world. Japan does not produce a single gram of iron ore, but they are the producer of the highest sold car of the world, Toyota. We can do it also. Our nationalism, the thing of nationalism should be triggered. apart from taking away from the left history. The nothing's in the syllabus has been changed.
So, sir, for that reason, there's the need of discipline and regimentation, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely,
So now, do you
and
think
not
that instead of no, yeah, please say.
sorry, not in a. It's a holistic approach. Everything has to be holistic in today's management system. So not only syllabus. That we should talk good about our country to our students. Good about our Bengal that we have produced Bhaga Jotin and Jotin Das and Vinay Badal Dinesh, Khudiram Bose, Netaji, Swami Vivekanand. They are the brand ambassador of Bengal, not these cricketers and footballers. So everything from the syllabus, from industrial vibes to positivity, less nasty politics, everything has to change. And
And
we
so,
for it, yeah,
and once Bengal also produced a good number of industrialists, like Sir Rajan Mukherjee, Sir Biren
yes,
Mukherjee, lots of
right.
industrialists from Bengal who rocked the
See,
national scenario.
absolutely, a lot of industrialists. See, Subrata Rai is a Bengali also. See, management is a dirty word in Bengal. Managemental lok means he must be a bad man. Well, in our movies also, you'll find a person from the management cadre has to be bad. So this kind of nonsense has to stop. Industrialists will definitely come to Bengal if they earn profit. With the intention of doing good for common people, they will not come. They have to show the way of making profit. Yes, after making profit, they can donate in schools, college, and universities. So industries are for profit. A part of the profit can go to corporate governance, like corporate social representative. So 2% is allotted also. Corporate social responsibility by law. How many of us know this? So more industries
The
means
CSR,
more, yeah,
the
CSR.
CSR.
Right, right. More industry means more CSR, more good for the people. They can build stadium also privately. Of course, they will earn money. They are not here to give alms. The government, see, everything work together. If we say you are in the government, I should help you as an
Please wait,
opposition party.
sir.
Yes,
Please wait.
yeah,
I am requesting all to please have the patience.
okay.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear him. Please unmute yourself. Unmute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. So
We were
positive
we were
vibes.
talking. Was vibes.
Yeah, positive vibes has to be holistic and of 360 degrees. Only positive vibe for by the government is not enough. There are a lot of other things has to be incorporated. Our syllabus has to change, and see this. Our syllabus is archaic. This engineering syllabus with a archaic syllabus, how can we proceed?
But quite old-fashioned. You are trying to say
Quite
quite
quite old
old-fashioned.
fashioned. I'm telling you, even the management syllabus is old fashioned. See, in everywhere if you go, see this kind of e-commerce is there in all the syllabus. In Bengal, there is no e-commerce syllabus, very less. Data analytics, it is there in private institute, not in government institute. If you see the syllabus of engineering of government colleges, this data analytics part is very less. So how it can continue like this? It's very difficult, I'm telling.
But who does create all the syllabus? I think it's not the ministers who create the syllabus.
Not no, no, not the minister. There is a panel which are headed by people whose age is 60 to 70. Their mind is, resting in two decades back. So this archaic and the syllabus is too old. Even the management
That means
syllabus is too old.
the persons who have no relation to the professional
Real
environment
academic.
nowadays, yeah,
Right, right,
are being requested, are being nominated to make the syllabus, and
right. There's a panel.
that creates the main problem, isn't it?
Right, absolutely. In professional course, that is the main problem. The syllabus is created by people whose age is 60 plus. How the syllabus is modern? They can see, say, in internet, everything is available. They can see the syllabus of good colleges of India, engineering or management. So they can copy it. They can do some necessary change and incorporate those hand to do syllabus for our students. They are learning. Our students, I'm telling you, our students of physics is learning things which of 100 years back, which has no relevance. I'm telling you, the way oxygen is made in chemistry lab of 100 years back, still it is in their syllabus. Can you imagine this?
Is this only present in the syllabus of Bengal or of the other states even?
I am not aware of that. I cannot take talk about this Bihar and Odisha, but in Maharashtra, Gujarat, we have friends there. Their syllabus is very up to date. That's why they are perhaps progressing much. AI, say AI, you all know artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence syllabus is hardly present in our engineering colleges. After 10 years, I am telling you, Mr. Chakraborty, artificial intelligence will take over most of the engineering course. But our students do not know about this. Still, they are roaming around NPN, PNP transistors. Michael Faraday's law. Can you imagine they are still learning Michael Faraday's law of 200, 150 years back? Can you imagine this?
So what lacks everything at the most thing is that mindset and the intellect and also the will, isn't it?
We have intellect. We should have mindset first, and the government should use the intellect and change their mindset in a positive way. Instead of playing to the gallery by giving alms of 500 Lokir Bandar, this Bandar, Konyasri, Omuksri. So no point of doing this. Yes, something is needed. Every government does that. Some populist measure, but not everything. Our economy is in shambles in Bengal. There is no income, but we are spending.
So it
Yeah,
can be rejuvenated and recovered only if we have a very, very strong will.
will. There is a will. There is a will. That is the main thing.
That's the
Without the
main thing.
will, nothing will happen.
Certainly. And this gross,
Without
gloomy picture can be changed in Bengal if there is a strong urge for rejuvenation. So I
number
must
one,
say
yes,
that,
number one is the
yeah,
arts for rejuvenation. Arts for rejuvenation and
rejuvenation.
positive vibe is the most important.
That means if we just get dead back to the history, we shall find during the Bengal Renaissance, it was not a renaissance of literature only, it is also renaissance of the art, the industrializations of the other technologies even. Okay.
Absolutely
Bengal had produced at the time a number, scores of industrialists, from the
right,
Mukherjees to the Chatterjees and to the everything who, that means who ruled the entire of Indian subcontinent, even from the Durand line to that in Myanmar. And
right,
even in the 1960s, they continued, but due to the upsurge of the lefts and the following declinations, everything has come to a halt.
right.
So my
The
last
first
question,
corporate, sir, just a minute. The first corporate of Asia is from Bengal. Kara and Tagore Company. The grandfather of Rabindranath Tagore, Prince Darakonath Tagore, has made this company. But
but
how?
sir,
I
there is
don't
also
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lack of
this.
good interest about industrialists in Bengal. We give more importance to singers and poets, not to the industrialists. That is amazing.
But sir, at the same time, it must also be said that even in the last 50 years or even more, we have not found a single corporate group arising from the Bengal. Like there were
No.
lots of possibilities, like the peerless group could be a good corporate group. It hasn't been able to do. Even the Borderline had quite good chances to be a corporate group, but it has failed altogether. So, my last question to you, sir, for the development or the growth of a corporate group in a state, what role can be played or should be played by the state government?
Create positive environment, positive vibe. The positivity should be all around. Then some small businessmen may come. Slowly, bigger businessmen and entrepreneurs will come. Then slowly, the state will be turning around towards positivity and industrial growth within 5 to 10 years. It cannot happen within 3, 4 months or 1, 2 years. And our youth are very. I'm telling you, as a faculty of management, our youth mostly are ready to work more, to earn more. But they think that they cannot earn more in Bengal. The thinking has to change. Sir, why should I work in Kolkata? There is no scope. All right, you are right. I'm telling you a very capitalist thing now. Our discotheques are not open after 12. So if a young boy and girl is working here, why he should stay here? Their entertainment, the bar, restaurants, and discotheques are closed within 11:30 to 12. Why they will stay here? They need entertainment. You do not expect them to go to a mart and meditate in that age group, like 22, 23 to 30. So this thing has not been taken care of by any government. So entertainment industry has to grow. Where they will go? After 11:30, you have to come home. If you go to a bar or restaurant at 11, within 11:30, you have to make the last order. Within 12, you have to go out from the bar and restaurant. So you go to Delhi, you go to Mumbai though, till 2, Goa, I just been to Goa. Till 3, 4, the bars and restaurants are open, nightclubs are open. That's why young people are thriving to those places. This is one of the things which I thought.
One of the factors.
Yes,
That means we can conclude from this conversation that to rejuvenate Bengal, there is the need of a government plus people initiative, not by the government only. Okay,
and opposition party also. Opposition party
and
also.
opposition parties also. Unless the political class has a very strong will, and the political class acts responsibly, instead of hurling mud at each other, Bengal can produce, Bengal can progress. Okay?
Right.
That is the cash line, that happens to be the direction of our house in this conversation.
That is the takeaway from this today's seminar.
Certainly.
From today's discussion, that is the most number one takeaway point. The positive vibe has to come.
It has to be created.
Right.
So, Dr. Dasgupta, thank you very much, sir, for talking to us.
Thank you.
And
it's an honor to me. It's an honor to me to talk to you.
Thank you. I hope that you have not mind that there are some technical glitches.
No. It happens nowadays. It happens every day. Our internet connections are not that good sometimes. But more or less, this is a great honor to me also to present my views to you, all of you. I know you personally for a long time, but this is the first official forum we are discussing.
Certainly, sir. Great. It's a great honor for me to speak to you, sir. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you.